2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from above the incredible city. Short, a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. Basket counts. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Curry. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. Griffin with the steal. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Irving. And Curry pulls it down.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. To the middle. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here is Hill. Shot clock at 6. Howard. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And that one drops for him.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Milton with it. He kicks to Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Durant finds Brown. Back to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
The 76ers trail by 4. Hill looking around. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Had a hand on it. They retain possession. Here's Thibault.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Green kicks to Brown. KD against Howard. Shot from the wing. The shot, no good. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Dope. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Howard is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench. Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Griffin finds Harden. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Passes to Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons. A genius at drawing contact.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Maxey. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for Hill. Outside Irving. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Harris. Fires for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The drive by Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you cannot give DeAndre Jordan those types of lanes. As soon as you do, he's going to exploit them.
Pass to Embiid. Kicks to Curry. Outside, Simmons. And there's the pass to Embiid. Brooklyn leading by 3. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Curry against Harden. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Harris outside. He kicks it to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving passes to Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Simmons inside. Defended by Griffin. Simmons can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Irving can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Down low. And Howard with the stuff.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Now here's Durant. This one for 3. Good on the triple. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
I tell you what, it's almost like...
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Claxton. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 8.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Brown against Simmons. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
For three, Harris. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For the three, Irving finds Harden. From past the arc, Irving misses.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And good that time.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now Irving. Pass to Harden. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Harden. Takes it off the glass. Harden's got 14.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Simmons looking around. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. 1:15 left in the third. Bank shot, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Irving passes to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. A shot's good from Irving.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. For Philadelphia, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The free throw drops for Curry. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Durant kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Pass to Claxton. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Curry dishes to Hill. Howard, the pass to Hill. Another miss by Philadelphia. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Curry from deep three-point land. Here's Scott. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. It's the Nets now. 6-point lead. They've got Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Claxton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu's checked in. No good off the back of the rim. Nets leading by 8. Green with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Here's Luwawu. Green passes to Claxton. Durant with it. It's stolen by Milton. One-on-one here, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The pass to Thibault. And here's Maxey. Passes it to Milton. Here's Maxey. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Luwawu. And an intentional foul right there. Over in the corner, Green. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for KD. Fires the 3. No good from Luwawu. The 76ers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. KD on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Back to Brown. Here's the 3. And the Nets miss again. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Simmons. And then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Harden the pass to Irving. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Simmons against Griffin. And then Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
And here's Harden. And stolen by Simmons. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. High post, Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Irving with it. Drills it from outside.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Simmons inside. Griffin's there. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons can't get it to go. Nets leading by 4. In the corner, Irving with it. There's the triple. Jordan kicks to Irving. No good on the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Simmons. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Simmons got 26 points. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Outside Irving. Here's Harden. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Simmons. Yes!
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Now Harden. To the inside. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. 4 on the clock. Here's Harden. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David. A view of the Atlanta skyline. And as they...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Okongwu is out there with Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one, good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so it's the Hawks putting on the board first. Here's Collins. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Simmons. It's blocked. Collins against Green. Young outside. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Simmons dishes to Curry. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The try by Simmons. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Now the 76ers with it. Searching for their first points of the game.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Now, here is Young, Collins, and finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys, when he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Harris kicks to Embiid. Outside Curry. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Now Simmons. Curry trying to break free. And Simmons slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
So it's the Hawks now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Banked in off the glass. Capella's got 6 points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simmons. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. On the pass to Collins. He kicks to Gallinari. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Here's Simmons. Here's Harris. Left side Curry. The 3-ball. Rebound Atlanta. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Young passes to Herter. Outside Collins. Back to Herter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Off the bounce, Kevin Herter is one of those guys who can surprise you with the speed.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he's good on the second. 6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Deep 2 from Hill. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Williams. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. 2 on the clock. Hill, no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Hill, following the bucket by the Hawks. Releases. They get it again. Howard, the pass to Thibault. Up again, and Howard with the second chance points.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Atlanta leading by 5. Outside Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
76ers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for Hunter. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Axie's checked in for Hill. Here's Herter, and it's in there. And the Hawks lead by 8. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Atlanta, Thibault. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Pass to Okongwu. And stolen by Thibault. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The 76ers trail by 8. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And stolen by Thibault. 1:44 left in the first half. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for Okongwu, and it's done in for Kevin Huerter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Young. Over Maxey at the tip, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Now, here is Young. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Capella sends it back. Young with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Green's got the first points of the second half here for the 76ers. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. Curry with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 5. Simmons with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Simmons left side. Green up on top. Simmons inside. It's deflected. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Huerter gets it to go. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Outside, Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Young outside. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got 9 points.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young. And there it is for him. 11 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside, Simmons. There's the lob for Harris. And the rejection by Collins. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Young outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella. For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams with the ball. That shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Howard. Rebound by the Hawks.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And that one is good.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Milton with it, and guarded by Capella. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks leading by 5. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. Maxey's checked in for Korkmaz. Hill against Williams. Capella trying to free himself up. Count that one.
The craftiness of Lou Williams, able to create separation off the dribble.
And here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Howard with the stuff.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks on top, up 5. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Bogdanovich. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Williams at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Howard misses. The Hawks leading by 5. Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Here's Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bogdanovich has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Hawks. Milton the pass to Maxey. Thibault with the ball. Gallinari on him. Passes it to Milton. And here's Maxey. Here's Hill. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Lou Williams.
George Hill, you know he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who could fit in on any team in the league.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Young dishes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
The 76ers trail by 7. Now Hill. Pass to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the 76ers also making a change. Simmons checked in for George Hill. Young passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Simmons with it. Okongwu covering. Here's Harris. Outside for Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Joel Embiid.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Here's Herter, guarded by Harris. Here's Okongwu. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. On the wing, Harris. Wide open look. And too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Herter. Good on the three-point shot. Herter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Kevin's biggest selling point, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. .129 left to play here in the 4th. Herter passes to Capella. Young against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Now here's Simmons. T right on him.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Trae Young.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harris. He gets that one. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. And the Hawks with possession here. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Young way outside, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Simmons. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly shook David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, We've got DeAndre Jordan. Griffin is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. Now, here's Capella. Pass to Herter. Goes back up. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
So it's Atlanta now. And Herter gets it to go. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Up the floor. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now here's Irving. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Here's Irving. Harden. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Collins. Capella against Jordan. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Hunter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now, here is Young. Collins wide open. He fires. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Young. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, it's really hard to match up against Clint Capella's height and length. I mean, sometimes you got to foul him.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Alinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Here's Williams after Jeff Green's bucket. And Gallinari throws it down.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Irving with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Durant against Bogdanovic. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Now, here is Gallinari. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snell dishes to Gallinari. There's the pass to Capella. 16 feet away. It doesn't go for him. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, he brought the rain from deep.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Atlanta up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Durant, and he gets it to go.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skill. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
In transition, here come the Nets. There's the lob to Brown. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Goes up to the stripe. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the middle. Here's Claxton. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Claxton's got the game tied up here for the Nets. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Durant kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Gallinari against Durant.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Harden left side. Harris outside. The pass to Jordan. Shoots over Capella. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And finished off by Collins.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Passes it to Harden. Can they get it? And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Young passes to Capella and stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Now just a three-point Atlanta lead. Here's Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here is KD. 6 points for him. Back to Brown. Over Collins. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And
now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Inside, deflects the pass. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Young outside. Herter passes to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Herter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kevin Herter. Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
The Hawks trailing. 3rd quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Harris finds Harden. Pass to Jordan. Sinks that one from the post. Jordan's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Young looking it over. Connects on the foul line jumper. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Griffin. Left side Jordan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Young outside. And it goes down 2 points.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Irving against Dunn. Irving kicks to Harden. Outside Irving. High post try. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 1.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And he gets the bucket.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jordan high post. Harden against Dunn. The kick out to Irving. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And it's Williams in for Young. .107 left to play here in the third. Here's Okongwu. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And then Durant with the jam.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Williams looking over the floor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
He gets it up, and that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in front. They're up by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot. Here's Williams. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Durant, the pass to Irving. Harris outside. Williams against Irving. From 13. Out to Harris. From the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Herter, and down it goes, jamming that one home. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Irving against Williams. Goes up. And deep. Irving drops it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Out to Gallinari. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Outside Irving. Count the basket. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Capella kicks to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Irving's shot is good.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Now Young. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. That one drops for him. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Outside Irving. Over Young. Outside Green. Harris finds Irving. Outside Griffin. Clock at 4. Over Collins. And the rejection by Collins. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Young outside. James Harden with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Irving. On the way, Harris. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Young outside. Plenty of space. Kept alive. Collins. Kicks to Hunter. And stolen by Harris. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris with it. Launches it. Trae Young grabs the miss.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Lets the 3 fly. Capella kicks to Hunter. And a deep 3 from Young. Again, Young missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. Now here's Irving. Back to Harden. It's good. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
It's good.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Irving. Outside for Curry. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Nets.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving's shot is good.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back. And they'll keep possession.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Now the pass to Harris. Pops it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. Outside for Griffin. For 3, Harris. Curry with the steal. Here's Simmons. James Harden with the rebound. Irving looking over the floor, and the jam by Harden.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Simmons. Bobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Here's Irving. Passes it to Harden. Over Simmons. Harden's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The putback, and staying with the play, Harris.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
The Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Simmons. Outside Curry. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Irving passes to Jordan. Griffin the bounce pass. Irving kicks to Griffin. Takes the 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 5 now.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
And here's Embiid. Green passes to Simmons. Clock at 6. Tips it, and Embiid is right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. High post shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. Three-pointer. And the Nets, another three.
And it doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the 2 spot. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Out to KD. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 6. Milton the pass to Tolliver. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Takes a three. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tolliver's got his first 3 points of the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Durant kicks to Green. Durant with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That one goes in.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz checked in for Shake Milton. Now, here's Irving. Defense is right there. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Maxey passes to Tolliver. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Tolliver. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. That one misses for Howard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
I like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Here's Harden trying to get open as Irving. That one's off. Still out of sync. Korkmaz passes to Simmons.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Simmons. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Korkmaz.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now Harden. He's got 9. Jordan trying to free himself up. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Outside, Simmons. That one, no good. Good D by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drills the three-pointer. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harris finds Curry. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Over Irving, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
One thing you know, you do not have to tell Seth Curry to shoot it. If he gets an open look, he's going to take it.
Harden surveying the D. Some solid defense from Harris. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, we can't look past the...
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Durant. Luwawu is out there with Brown. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Feeds to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Outside, KD. Fires at the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Simmons against Brown. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Back to KD. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid finds Simmons. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Korkmaz checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Harden dishes to Irving for 3. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Maxey. Misses from short range.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Irving for 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to Jordan. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. The kick out to Irving. The tray. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 8 points.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Maxey passes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Harden outside. He feeds it to Jordan. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. The pass to Irving. No good with the triple.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Maxey passes to Howard. Here is Tolliver, defended by Griffin. Passes it to Maxey. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's good for 2. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Maxey. Count that one. Maxey's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nobody near Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Brooklyn. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. It's stolen by Milton. And now the 76ers on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Harris inside. Shoots over KD.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 5. 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward.
Well, drop that hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
And they go to the intentional foul. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. Down low. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. Nets trail by 5. Brown outside. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. Over in the corner, Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Brown. And he banks in the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
KD passes to Claxton. Takes the 13-footer. KD can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Brooklyn making some changes. And here is Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Nets trail by 7. Now here's Harden. And the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Curry with the steal. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Stops, pops, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. And the 76ers also making a change. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Howard, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 6.
But Dwight Howard has got to get such satisfaction for delivering in the clutch.
Harden the pass to Claxton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Simmons with it. Harris finds...
Oh! Wow.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
That's good from Simmons. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The 3 from KD. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Left side Curry. Outside Simmons. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Harris inside, guarded by Harden. Harris's shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And the Nets miss again. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it all.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. What a fantastic look at the skyscrapers that make. They're down a body tonight, but it didn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdanovich. Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Young, and it's Collins in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And here's Atlanta. Pass to Bogdanovich, all alone. The shot that time, not on target.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Young passes to Collins. Now Okongwu. Pass to Bogdanovich. Releases from 15. That one a little long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And he comes up with the deuce.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way, he's still able to complete the play.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Young. The 10-footer finds the target. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here is Simmons. Left side Curry. The three. Rebound Atlanta. And finished off by Collins.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Simmons finds Embiid. Back to Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. That's good from Collins on the assist from Young. Collins has got his second bucket.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
Green passes to Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target with the open look. 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Harris passes to Embiid. And he converts the layup. Embiid's got 6.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Embiid comes with a double team. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
The kick out to Young. To the inside. Passes to Bogdanovich. Embiid with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. Collins with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Here's Young. Finished off the break. 6 points for him.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Now here's Simmons. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
There's the feed to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Anthony Tolliver out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Milton in a 2-guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Williams lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Lou Williams still has some nasty handles. I love him busting out some of those tricky moves from time to time.
Here's Maxey. The shot's good.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. He dishes it to Gallinari. Williams in the post. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And there's the pass to Tolliver. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Fernando. And it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Now, here's Hunter. Gallinari wide open. Sinks the triple. Gallinari's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Oliver in the post. Gallinari covering. Back to Thibault. Pass to Korkmaz. Just 5 to shoot. Thibault trying to get open. The Hawks leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Fernando. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Williams. Pass to Tolliver. Pass to Korkmaz. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Dunn. He kicks to Snell. Dunn looking over the floor. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's Herter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
They get it back. Howard. Thibault on the wing. Now the pass to Tolliver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Hunter, the pass to Gallinari. Inside, Hunter kicks to Dunn. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Milton finds Thibault. Howard trying to free himself up. Thibault can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Snell. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Bobbed up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dunn misses. Philadelphia shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Howard, the pass to Milton. Here's Tolliver. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dunn with it. Pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Nice to see Gallo with a head of steam, and he throws down the hammer jam.
The 76ers trail by 7. Now Milton. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. good on the shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Hawks leading by 5. And here's Gallinari. He has 5. And Gallinari throws it down.
Watch out below. Gallinari gets up there. You don't see that much from him, but like to see it when you do.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Collins in at the small forward. It's good, and the Hawks lead has got down to 5 on the bucket from Green. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
At the line for 2. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Atlanta leading by 4. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Bogdanovich, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. There's Green with the 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Hawks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Okongwu, the pass to Capella, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, this time slashing Bogdanovich, not in a spot-up mode, but on the move. And he picked up some contact while he was driving to the hole.
Maxey's checked in for Danny Green. And a change for the Hawks. Williams is checked in.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Simmons slams it in. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Bogdanovich inside. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Here's Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 8 points for Williams.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard comes in for Curry, and it's Korkmaz in for Tobias Harris. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich, and Tony Snell subbed in for Trae Young. Now here's Williams. 8 points for him.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Simmons passes to Howard. Now Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Howard. They double team Howard. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams in the post. Here's Capella. The kick out to Williams. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Capella against Embiid. Feeds to Howard. The shot from the low post is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. Back to Young. That one goes in. He's got 8.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Now here's Milton. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Here's Fernando. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Green. Shake Milton is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Tolliver in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Dunn.
Trying to establish more and more confidence in his game offensively. John Collins looking cozy.
And Simmons kicks to Green. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here we go, one-on-one. Collins passes to Young. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Curry. Kicks it to Simmons. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Ricky, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
The Hawks leading by 13. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Capella with it. Passes it to Young. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 13. Green finds Embiid. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
The Hawks shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young, right side. Kicks it out to Collins. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers running out of time. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Simmons can't get it to go. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young against Curry. Young's shot is good. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
Harris inside, working on Collins. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Hawks leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Atlanta.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Trae Young.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Joel Embiid. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry dishes to Harris. And the pass to Curry. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now Capella. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Harris off the drive.
Harris with a head of steam, put his head down, and then put the ball down.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Coming right up. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Okongwu is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at center.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Harden the pass to Irving. Irving double team. Harden finds Harris. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Herter. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Harden with it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Here's Young. Passes to Capella. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Herter. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Irving. The shot will not fall. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Herter. Here's Capella.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Harden, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Okongwu. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Now, here is Young. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And here are the Nets, trailing by 2. Here's Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hawks passing it around. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Outside Jordan. Knocked loose. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And it's blocked by Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Capella. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Williams looking over the floor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Tony Snell. Now here's Williams. Outside Bogdanovic. Gallinari finds Bogdanovic. Here's Fernando. And Brown over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Brooklyn with it. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Williams with the drive. Now Harden. He gets it in there.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Williams for 3, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets. They're up by 3, and the second quarter about to get started.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Bogdanovic. Williams is out there with Dunn. Then there's Hunter. And it's Gallinari in at the 5 spot. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's the floater. Young's shot is off. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Brown. To the middle. And they double up Jordan. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Herter passes to Okongwu. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Irving passes to Griffin. Inside, Jordan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
To the inside, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
And here's Irving. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Young on the wing. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Young outside. Kicks it to Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's good for 2. Capella's got 6 in the quarter.
I love the confidence. When Capella sinks these shots, it just energizes his entire team.
Irving against Young. Pass to Brock. The Nets working the ball around now. And a wide open look for Irving. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Going hard to the rim. That's what you like to see from Herter. Not just hanging out at the three-point line.
On the way, Harris. The pass to Jordan. Back to Harris. Irving kicks to Harris. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Young with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harris against Collins. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And James Harden has subbed in for Bruce Brown.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Williams. Passes it to Fernando. Up and in on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Irving against Williams. Harden the pass to Claxton. And it is flushed down. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Oh, wow!
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Collins against Irving. Over Collins. And that one goes long.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
To the paint. Here's Young. Back to Capella. For the lead over Harden. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's done in for Trae Young. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Both good from the line that time. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Done outside. There's the dish to Gallinari. Banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Griffin. Back to KD. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Yep, it counts.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Outside Green. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Looking to end his cold spell. And yes, it's good.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
There's the pass to Capella. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Irving for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
Dunn passes to Snell. Gallinari outside. At the top of the key, Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Passes it to KD. And then Durant with the dunk. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Capella. He kicks it to Hunter. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Griffin, and he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
Blake Griffin's teammates have to say wow, because they get the chance night in and night out to see something fantastic.
Done against Irving. They get it again. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Irving misses. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for Atlanta. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Bogdanovich is out there with Williams. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Harden surveying the D. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Gallinari finds Williams. And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Outside Williams. Pass to Fernando. Now, here is Gallinari. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Harris outside. Back to Harden. They get it back. He dishes it to Jordan. For 3, Harris. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Gallinari down low, guarded by Harris. It's good. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And a change for the Nets. Irving's checked in for Durant. Count the basket.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They lead by 1. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Huerter taking big shots.
Irving for 3. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
1:49 left to play in the final quarter. And it's blocked by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Harden finds Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Huerter passes to Young. There's 1:17 left in the game. Pulls up on the elbow. A rebound by the Nets.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Jordan the pass to Harden. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here is Harden. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. It's in!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Young against Harden. Now, here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Capella trying to free himself up. Young, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
KD's checked in for Blake Griffin. Young against Harden. From deep three-point range, off target from downtown. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the heart. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our